Welcome to Ragnarok and Roll, a podcast where legends are forged and the gods shape the fates of mortals. Join us as we set sail into Midgard, a Viking Age setting for the Genesys RPG, where the frozen fjords meet fiery destinies, and prepare for epic battles in Francia, the cunning schemes of warlords, and the ancient mysteries, as our raiders carve their saga into the annals of history. Shields up, warriors, blades at the ready. Let the saga begin.
Hi, this is Kelly, aka Trixie from Ragnarok and Roll, a Sign to Ragnarok story, and Tilda Wimblewick from D&D Journey of the 5th Edition. First off, I would just like to say thank you to everyone for listening to our varied adventures, as well as for rating us on iTunes and rpgpodcast.com. If you haven't rated us yet, we would greatly appreciate it if you could. And if you're looking for more ways to support our efforts, we are now on Patreon, a great site where you can help us continue making more podcasts, as well as some special surprises for our patrons. If you can, please look us up at www.patreon.com/cppn. Every little bit helps. And again, thank you for listening.
As our prone knight is just dueling with
16
you,
dice.
and you see he's saying something under the relentlessly blowing shield on shield as you're both on your freaking knees in the sand, and he pulls his sword out and just slides his sword under his shield into your nethers.
Rude.
He's going for your nethers. Do you have any melee defense?
Yeah, 1 from the shield.
As this guy totally going for a very unhonorable shot for a Frankish knight, but then again, you're a barbarian, so it's okay, right?
Right. We're not real people. I'm
Okay.
not Christian.
That makes you not real people.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
How much damage is that?
That's a good question. I have to flip the book
a
open.
regular sword? Here, I got it
It
right
says
here.
zero, so.
Yeah. Sword. Long. So it's a long sword, I'm assuming.
It is
yes.
a long sword. Yep.
Okay.
Defense, yeah, superior.
So plus
that
3.
is plus 3. A crit of 2.
So 6 total plus 1. So 7 total damage and then 2 advantage.
It's a brawn of 3. So 3 damage?
Plus 3. And it has a 2 crit.
Okay, so I take 1 wound.
So you take 1 wound and go ahead and roll on the crit as he tried to stab your nethers. Oh, Jesus!
You know what I think? I think that's actually a 1.
Good choice, because you wouldn't want him to go snicker snack and hit both your nethers. So,
There you go.
instead of staggering you so he could make a second attack with that same dice pool, he is only
Gotten a
minor nick to you for 1 strain. That is way better than having that stagger do some horrible
And
things.
longsword also has superior quality, not just defensive.
I don't know why that rolls a
and
thing.
Bjork is casting magic.
I guess. Tough as nails. Spend a story point to make a fucking crit 1.
Hey, that is a great one for someone who wants to get hit in the face repeatedly.
And does not want to be staggered.
Oof, that's one of the roughest ones too.
Yeah, why'd you put that under magic power? Wow, okay.
I mean, it's the place to kind of put it.
Yeah.
For the rest of your rating band, it seems as if a magic power. Someone And after the grievous wound, it's just a nick. Okay, so who's going next?
All right. Let's continue tag teaming this guy.
Yep. Take his legs out. He keeps kicking. I just take his legs out.
Well, he's still on his knees, so I'm gonna.
You're gonna get a
basically-
blue
He's not
on
on
that.
his knees. He's on his back.
Well, then I'm going for his head. And I will aim.
You're gonna aim for a blue.
And
Another
you know what? Let's double aim
blue. Ooh, and use a story point.
and a
okay.
story point.
Okay, interesting things are gonna happen.
All right. We ready?
Yep, we're gonna hope that armor protects him. Oh,
Nope.
his armor did not protect him. Finally, a weapon has pierced his veneer.
9 points.
9
Not
points.
Quite a crit, unfortunately.
Who do the next two of us to go?
And I will take 2 strain back.
9 points, you say. Okay, as you see a little blood come out of his armor.
That's a start.
It's a start. And what would you like for those 2 advantage?
I took 2 strain.
Okay, so you took a breather after you whacked him in the side of the head with the axe.
Little
Kinda nice.
relief at seeing some damage on him finally through this ungodly stuff he's wearing.
You see this nice little dent on the side of his head now.
What cowards wear such encasements?
If you die, may I give it to me daughter for cookware?
Right?
So who's going next?
I'll go ahead and spear the other little French fishy.
Oh, he's so hopeful. He's got a blue dice coming. He wants to live.
I'm gonna aim at him.
He's gonna die.
That's how much he wants to live.
Oh man.
Kill him
Okay.
anyway.
I will.
Okay, I got that in there.
Okay.
Oh,
Oh.
as he cowardly blocks,
Well-
cowardly dives back and blocks with his shield. Ain't none of this
Wow.
gonna get me, mister.
Hopefully he's
knock
wearing
down.
those brown
Can I
pants.
at least trip him?
You have 4 advantage. There's a lot you
Yeah.
can do. You're gonna sweep the sand under his foot and knock him prone, make it easier for him to hit him next time.
Yes.
I will
Like a
totally
French
give you
fish.
that for 3. As you douche, and he hits the sand with an oomph, and you still have an extra advantage.
I'll pass another blue back along
Okay.
to our archer, because
You say some inspiring shit about these French and the fact that they can't seem to stand on their feet. Apparently, it's
Right?
true what they say
Yeah.
about them being better lovers than fighters. Spend more time on their back than on their feet. As you guys are
I like to make love.
totally talking shit in between blows.
I can think of worse insults.
Yeah, I know.
So this guy on the ground, knocked on his butt, is going to try to jab you with his spear. You have 1 defense, right?
yes.
And
But-
he will use his maneuver to get back to his feet instead of aiming. Because he's heard he'll be killed by his commander if he's caught on his butt.
Well, he'll be killed anyway. I mean,
And he's got 1 blue from last time. As he's feeling all inspired and shit. As he says some slew of things in French that make him feel very inspired.
giving all those points over. That's all right.
Sacre bleu.
As he hits you for
Oh.
6 points.
Ouch. Oh, it's a spear fight.
7 points.
Oh, 7.
Seven?
Yes, 7.
Yeah.
Sorry. And it gives himself a black die for next turn. We're going to use the crow picture for the black die.
That's 7 before soak, right?
That's
before
7 before soak. Yep.
So that's 3.
So these guys are waving, dangling their poles at each other.
Hooah,
Yep.
hooah, hooah, hooah. They're using long strokes on their short spears. And who's going last to our archer?
That'd be me.
Take that
Kill
bad
him.
boy out.
Yeah.
Okay, medium shot, no armor.
Actually, I'm
The
gonna
blue.
move closer.
Oh, making it easy. In that case, I'm totally gonna do that. Can't make it too easy.
You've got a blue from old fish killer.
Yep,
Yeah.
his spear swing was very inspiring as you're walking up, seeing the guy fall to the ground.
And I'm gonna burn a strain and aim.
2 strain.
Okay, I got an aim in there for you.
And I'm not like somebody, and I'm not gonna pass out from this.
Ouch.
Ouch.
Ooh.
Yeah, we're doing a critical.
If needed.
10 damage.
Yeah, he's only got a soak of 2. What does it look like when you take this nobleman out? As he was
Funny.
totally going to get ready to shoot, he was fumbling with the arrow to get it into the bow, and he finally figured it out last time. And he's like so thinking of which one am I going to shoot? Oh, the guy just shot me. Okay, and you just calmly step forward, lock and load, and what does his death look like?
And he gets caught in the throat by the arrow and just does the
Gurgles.
stiff as a board, falls back, hits the
Gurgles
ground,
on the
his
ground.
feet fly up.
His bow and arrow goes sprawling.
Yeah. And then let's see, I will give a blue to the next person, and I don't know what else.
And the next person, and the next person,
Next
and the next person.
Well, you could assign one to.
You
No,
can
yeah,
assign
okay,
it to specific folks.
You can also give black dice to enemies.
Yeah,
That
I think
is
I'm gonna
true.
give this one a black die.
Okay, as you make a snide comment, and the guy looks back and sees the nobleman dead, as he's just like, ah, crap.
Yeah.
And
So
then,
yeah, a blue to the next 2 people, and then a black to that person.
Nice.
okay, and then there's some crap going on over there on the other side. Obviously, it sounds like it's not like a total routing, but it sounds like your friends on the other side of the ship are having no problem with their playmates, as you know things are going quite well on their side.
Nice.
And as we're at the top of the order, I'll say let's take a quick 5-minute break because I could totally use a restroom run.
You skipped top of the order guy, but that's okay.
Because I'm gonna flip on back. There you go.
There we go.
Because much like the French, I could use a pee-pee break right now. Qu'est-ce que c'est, Norseman?
These tin cans are tough.
Yeah.
All right, you're all set there, James?
Yep.
All right,
I was gonna
kayak
say,
across.
speaking
That was actually pretty
Speaking
cool.
of the Olympics, we're back in Paris, guys.
Now we're working on axe skills for the
Yeah, axe
Yeah,
throwing.
axe throwing.
The shield smash.
Yeah.
So top
Speaking
of the
of.
order. Speaking
Okay,
of.
so I've got a blue from Kevin,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
and I'll aim.
You're going next.
Yeah, I'll go next.
Mm,
Someone seems eager. They want to crack that helmet in.
Yep.
Yeah.
And was that a story point I heard there?
Yeah.
So I aimed. I have a blue, and I upgraded.
Crack that crab.
If nothing else, I'm just gonna keep him down. And you can just keep swinging his neck.
Right.
Teamwork.
It's like opening a tuna can with a chef's knife.
Okay, I've got your difficulty there. Good luck.
Hey!
Oh.
Oh. Oof. You smash that shield home and you do some damage.
Hey, where's the blue?
Yeah, where is the
Yeah,
blue?
where's two blue?
Go ahead and roll me some blue, because apparently I did not click out of the box.
Yeah, that's.
There you go.
Wow.
3 successes, no advantage or threat, because you just wiped that out, and a big damn triumph.
Yep.
I think you cracked them
Okay.
open.
So there's 8 damage.
8 damage.
And then
Okay.
for the triumph, I have this odd feeling that a crit would not kill him.
A crit would not kill him, no.
But I have shield slam, so I will spend it to stagger him until the end of his next turn.
Ooh. Like, let's look for a good staggered icon. Here we go. Ooh.
Uh-oh.
Whoopsie. And there's a new season of Preacher coming.
Yep.
Oh
Anyway,
my god, it's still on the air?
Right?
Apparently.
Hasn't
Took
been out
such
for like
a-
2 years.
Took such a long break.
Yeah.
For reference, staggered targets cannot perform actions.
Nice.
Yep. Oof.
Guy getting tag team good.
Oof. That is
Also-
kinda hard.
Also, cannot downgrade an action to maneuver. So if he wants 2 maneuvers, he has to take 2 strain.
Yep. That is not going to be good for him.
He attacked the wrong people.
How
Well, we
dare
attacked
he,
him, to be
How
fair.
dare he
to be
defend
fair.
his countryside?
We
Well,
kind
he
He
could have
should've
been a
broken
leader.
rod.
He could have been a leader and stood up there and bellowed orders.
Listen, he saw what I did to 2 men in one fucking go.
Yeah.
Like,
And that makes it his turn next.
yeah.
He is going to. Let's see how far he can run at this point.
He's going to attempt an athletics check to get out from under me because that's what I spent 3 advantage on before.
I know. Which he can't do.
He wets himself.
Yeah. The sand fleas at this point are crawling into his armor.
You know, the waves don't get up this high. Why is the sand so wet?
Yeah. Why is his armor leaking? That's weird.
Oh, what's that ammonia smell?
And is defensive maneuver an action? I think that's an action.
Defensive stance, you mean? That's
Yeah.
an action.
Yeah, that's an action. So he basically straining under the torque of the shield and the staggeredness as that feels like a waste for him.
Yeah.
Effectively getting rid of his turn.
Good job with that
Jesus.
graph.
Meanwhile, on the other side, let's get their knight's roll here, because this is his shot. This is his time to shine. He's gonna try to stab the shit out of Bjorn. Let's do some damage to Bjorn.
Bjorn is a dot.
Never mind. I was hoping Bjorn would get a crit and we'd have a chance for some leadership change, flip flop. So who's going next?
I am.
Oh man. Oh man.
Man.
And we'll go ahead and aim.
And also, you were given a blue from
blue?
Dagon.
Oh, yeah.
And a blue because he's prone. So 3 blue at least
Yeah.
so far.
3 blue.
3 blue.
I mean, hey,
You
we're
want to
dealing
counteract?
with...
You want to spend 2 strain to make that 4?
Yeah. As you see him like wind up that axe a couple times, he aims and pulls back and aims and pulls back.
Yeah,
When I
we'll go ahead and
staggered
do
him, the
that.
guy's just laying there.
We'll go ahead and take 2 strain.
Ugh.
Double
Ugh.
aim.
Ugh. It's like a scene from the old Excalibur where their armor's ridiculous.
Alrighty.
Okay, I've got 4 blue versus 4 black, an upgrade on both sides. Let's see what's gonna happen.
Alright,
He
here we
really
go.
would have liked to escape.
That's it.
That's it? That's awesome! That's great!
But it's still 7 points.
7 points? Okay, you draw a little more blood out of him. Thank God for that soak.
I'll take a strain back.
He is definitely looking haggard at this point. I would almost, stagger to say that he's at less than more life at this point. As you see these different wounds bleeding out through the plate armors, he's grunting and growling, and you could practically hear him gritting his teeth against this barbarian smashing shields with him.
He is very concussed.
Alright. I took strain back for the advantage.
Okay. So you got some strain back. Got a little more blood coming out of this wound there. Who's going next? Have good. Dagon.
Yeah. I guess unless you want to, Dagon.
No, go ahead.
Okay.
Have Goot's got his dance partner. They've been sticking spears at each other.
Yep. I would like to take 2 more strain to aim twice at
Ooh.
this.
As you lift that spear up all fancy into a high thrust where you're totally aiming at him.
Absolutely.
You have the good feels. Let's see
Okay.
what happens. He's still shrugging off that black dice he's going to be stuck with. Oh, Jesus.
Wow.
Ow. Ow.
He's been rolling the advantage like crazy.
Ow.
Yeah.
Not like the triple triumph the other night.
Yeah.
Nothing's going to be that.
Nope.
No.
So, what does it look like when Havskut spears this warrior to death? Don't even have to worry about his black dice anymore.
I've been watching his maneuver, and as I go to slight feint, I see him move how I expect him to, and then I just quick, like spearing a fish, I shove the spear tip right through his throat.
Ugh, and he drops his shield and spear and dramatically grabs your shaft.
Look, Dad, I got Jesus.
I like how you were in the middle of saying something and then you processed that. I can't help it. I saw Deadpool and Wolverine today.
Yeah. It's
It's fun.
silly, but fun.
It's ridiculous,
Deadpool.
but it's Deadpool.
Yeah, it
That's-
is absolutely ridiculous and stupid,
It was
but it's fun.
Standard. No, it was standard Deadpool.
Yeah.
It was done well. It was fun.
One does not go to any Deadpool and expect like some masterpiece with
No.
It had good
Yeah, it's
writing
not-
and lots of funny shit.
Yeah, and that's Deadpool. I mean, there's no campy comedy with Deadpool.
Yep. It's considered the
They
sword.
finally got Wolverine right, with his attitude at least.
Yeah.
Well, that was the best part, that intertwined between the two.
It's
Oh,
like,
fuck yeah.
It's like, come on, Wolverine's an asshole. Come on.
But he had to be kept PG-13 before, now the hook's
Yeah.
off.
Yep.
I mean, Logan was also R-rated.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But he was limited to being sullen.
Yeah.
So, the guy falls to the sand, bleeding out with the hint of seawater pulling the blood out to the ocean. The bay is getting pretty red here.
Yes.
As
Red Tide.
like, these guys over here start running away. Yes, they're going to donate all theirs for running away.
What?
Wait.
Could I use the advantage or?
Oh,
Was
yeah,
that-
you totally have the advantage.
Sorry,
Digging.
because I wanted to give 2. I used 2 to give a black to the knight.
Okay.
Use 2 to get
How can I have
2
two
strain.
black?
No, because I'm taking 2 strain back, and then the 5th one I will pass down to Dagon.
Well, the next person.
Or
that
the,
goes, which
the
is
next
me.
person that goes.
Yep,
Yeah,
that's our
alright.
archer.
Digging.
Yeah.
Kill the cowards that are running.
Yep.
Ooh, damn, he is in their arc, isn't he? Yeah, they are in his arc, I should say.
Listen, they can either face their death or face away from it.
Ooh.
Right?
Come on.
And I'm pretty sure that's medium range.
7. Yeah.
And we're Viking, and we really don't care. There's no dishonor in it.
Yeah, they're cowards running away. I mean,
Yeah.
they've abandoned
Yeah.
their people.
Let's see. I could take a step forward and aim, or just double aim and.
And I did say they dropped their
yeah.
weapons and ran, so that shield's no longer on their character sheet.
Yeah.
Probably better
They,
to step forward.
Okay. Yeah.
the cowards can go meet their cowardly god.
And are you aiming? Did I hear you say that?
Yep.
Okay, I got your blue plus the bonus blue.
Hold on. Yay. Yep. So they're at close range now.
Oh. As you scooch forward a snooch,
Yeah. Well, I don't want to shoot my own guys.
you come walking up to the knight on the ground, straining, and stretch your bow out right above him.
And thwack.
10 damage.
Okay.
Well, he sees that we have this guy under control.
Yep.
Well, I mean, one guy's
Yeah.
basically sitting on him, the other one's bashing him in the head with a shield. I'm not worried about that
With the
guy.
axe, yeah.
And as
Yeah,
these two
it's just
warriors,
It's me sitting on him, just braining his head and neck with my shield. Dave standing there using his fucking axe like a golf club.
Or like, yeah, one of the bladed weed whacker, like the original weed whackers.
and what does it look like when these two warriors are running and you just take aim and first one goes down like nothing?
The first one takes the arrow to the side of the head.
Spray just splatters the second guy who looks your way and is even more terrified because he
Yep.
didn't know Vikings had bows.
Much less longbows.
Yeah.
He's like, maybe if I get to the
Monsters.
tree line. And top of the order.
Yeah, I'm gonna go again.
Go for it.
We'll see, you're saving me time because the dice pool is there. Are you aiming?
I'm gonna double aim this time.
Okay, then the two blues are already there. Go for it. As you're just like immediately whip back, stick an arrow in, notch it.
Oh!
Holy crap. So,
Give the knight another black.
I can tell you with no doubt that the damage alone is sufficient to take out that guy. And then you have some advantage. So what does it look like when you massacre this one too?
Same thing. Takes an arrow to the temple and just does a cartwheel.
Whap!
Ragdolls across the fucking beach.
And you can do another black to the night, and I'll take a blue
another
if you
black
don't
to
mind.
the night, and then the next two guys get blues.
Okay, so a blue, 2 blue for the next people to go.
Yeah.
Okay, let's give him another black dice.
After the rolling we've had with the Android game lately,
Jesus.
Taking no chances. Okay.
He's also no longer staggered. That ended at the end of his turn.
Yep. As it is the knight's turn.
He's
Does
not having a
anyone
good day.
speak
He's not having a good
Frankian,
day.
by the way?
Sorry, what?
Do any of you speak Frankian?
Fuck no.
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 Okay.
I have no
Making
foreign
sure.
language.
So first, this guy's gonna totally try to fight your boss because he's gonna give it a shot.
I'm assuming talents where we'd have to pick up a language, right? I don't think there was
would
any
give
option
you
for languages.
Some languages, if your intel is 3 or higher, you could totally pick it up.
Well, I got a 3, but I'm not gonna waste it on
French.
French or Gaul
Instead, you pick
or
Danish.
Gaul or whatever it's called there.
Well, it'd be an additional language, right? Not,
Yeah.
Not.
Yeah.
Yeah. I only got a 2, so no go.
Okay, so here's the one fighting off your boss over there. He slashes at him, and you know what? He will give him a crit. Oh, damn. Let's see what crit he gives. We're just gonna use this character right here. As he crits your boss.
Is that another purchase you're making?
What's that?
Oh, the sword that.
Oh,
Kevin
no.
posted.
Yeah, I got that one.
Oh.
Another waste of money.
As he gets hit with a discouraging wound.
Uh-oh.
We just lost It's not even one of us, and we lost a destiny point or a story point.
Unfortunate.
Thank you. So this guy's got 3 black dice on the ground.
He sure does.
Um.
And I'm on top of him.
Yep. He's gonna go after you. What is your melee defense?
1 defense, so go ahead. Now he
4
can know what it feels like to
black
throw 4 black dice.
And he's gonna go ahead and aim, and he's gonna do that too. Oh, as there's a crow cawing in the background, landing close towards, one of those Frenchmen, and as you guys look, you sense that it's a raven, not a crow, is the French think it is. As you're being witnessed, you totally hear the witness me. Oh, did Bjork roll before I could roll?
No, I haven't rolled anything.
Okay, that was giving me the one for the discouraging wound.
Yeah.
Okay, just making sure.
So Odin's watching our deeds. All right.
I got an upgrade and 2 blue versus 4 black.
Watching me just repeatedly brain this guy with a fucking circular shield.
As he slides that blade in and nicks your other leg for 7 points of damage.
Well, he's just doing your thighs a job, man.
I know.
Is that good enough to do some wounding there?
Does 1 wound.
Would you please roll me another crit? Oh, that's it? Oh. You're off balance as he tries to swing his longsword under his shield, under your shield, to cut your junk.
He's really after my fucking money makers, ain't he?
Yeah.
He's trying to cut off your coin purse.
I just picture what's his name, Carrie, in,
Yeah.
where he's getting the spears in the legs and kind of like ah,
Ah! Ah!
Hey!
So who is going next?
Well, I may as well get the effect of my crit out of the way.
Okay, so you want that extra black dice.
Yep, 1 black die extra.
And you got a blue die. And
Will aim.
And
so I'll add in.
So 4 blue die, right?
No, it's 3. 1 aim, 1 prone, 1 pass to me.
Okay, got them in there for you, and took out that upgrade against 5 black dice.
Yeah, you're taking the first blue, right? Yeah.
6 black dice. Inaccurate 1.
Oh, that
Kill
still
it.
doesn't matter.
Wow.
1 success.
Oh, I get the critical 6.
Yep.
Oh my
It's
god.
not good at critic.
It's a shield. It's not meant to.
Yeah, no.
Even though you'd think some of the shields would be great at that. It's
Yeah, but
not
they
what
don't
it's
go into
best
those
for.
details. I mean, if they had a spike buckler or something like that, then
Oh heck yeah. So
Want the razor blades.
that does do another tick of damage there. As you kabong him.
6 damage.
He feels a little damage on that.
Yeah. Let's continue with the train of putting black dice on him.
Yep.
Oh Jesus.
But yeah, you just keep hitting him with your little tiny round shield.
Listen, I'm keeping him contained. If you
I
want,
know.
I can let him get up and go get my axe.
No, I'm just saying. You got your tiny round shield, and then I got my giant round shield because they don't have the long or the tall shields. They're just bigger round ones.
Yeah, they don't have tower shields.
Yeah. Just it's much larger diameter.
Yeah,
all right,
it's 3 feet across instead of 2.
Right. Pretty much.
6 black dice.
So who's going before? Oh wait, all of those guys are dead, so they're not going.
Yes, it's my turn. Golf 4.
Oh man, and you're flipping a story point.
And we'll double aim.
Oh, so good. It lets me leave my 3 blue there.
Yeah.
Oh,
why not?
Jesus.
And he gets 1 from me.
This poor knight's just
yeah.
ganged up on. This is how knights were killed by peasants.
Yeah, and the 1 blue from Kevin earlier.
Yep, so you're a total of 3 blue, right?
Yep.
Yep, I got that in there for you. It was convenient because the 3 blue were already in there.
Yep. Ready?
Yep.
And you have the upgrade, yeah?
And I've got the upgrade.
All right. Oh shit!
Oh.
Yeah.
I think I cracked the helmet fully now.
Jeebus, I think that definitely pierced his soak.
11
so what
damage.
Is your total damage?
Yeah. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
So what does it look like when you finish this guy? With 1 point extra.
The helmet just cleaves fully open. The axe goes right into his brain. His eyes just kind of widen, bugged out, staring at Bjorn. And just blood just oozes out across the sand. And I take a strain back.
And as you take a strain back and you pull the axe back, everybody starts looking around and you just see like all the Viking warriors murks this guy over here at once. As he screams and goes down, you guys realize there's just this.
And a quick shield bump with Bjork.
Bro, buddy shield bump. as as all of a sudden you notice the crow that's sitting on the arrow sticking out of this guy over here is truly a raven that takes wing as the silence just cascades across the fields, and your Bjorn screams out a battle cry, "For Odin!" And then he looks at you guys covered in blood and gore, and his guys covered in blood and gore, and the fact that there's not a single living Frankian on the beach. And he says, "We bled the pigs good!" And cheering is going on.
Give a woo! Yes, salute to the raven as it flies off.
Caw, caw. Barely noticeable is the fact that the dead nobleman's cross is in its beak hanging on a silver chain.
Nice. Take that crap away.
And as you guys start to get this, like, you're all breathing, you're doing the deep chesty breaths, from the battle that's been going on, you all look at each other, and you hear up to the north, when you look through the tree line, and you hear the church bell ringing at the church, just constantly ringing. Obviously, it's some kind of alarm going off, because, these people are here to stall for time. And as soon as that happens, all of a sudden, you guys are all, looking at each other, get ready to loot the corpses as they would. You get the flashback. Woobly, 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 woobly. Back at the last longhouse that you were all sitting when the Jarl was listening to these, two leaders of your group debating different tactics of what the plans are. One is giving a strategy to hit the river and hit the Frankians and make them pay through the nose. The other one's make them pay in blood. We will kill the men and take anything we want if we make them pay in blood. And you're seeing this big over many, many tankards of mead going, around to everyone as these serving women are making sure everyone is taken care of, and there's singing going on. Is there any side you guys are taking in the conversations and all the shit talking going on in the longhouse?
I would probably lean toward. I'm assuming Eric's got a much more reasonable plan.
His plan is definitely to not fight every fight, and talk about maybe paying some of those treacherous Frankians to, give them information and be spies.
So I would probably take Eric's side in that conversation.
Okay. So, from your perspective, during the conversation, how are you taking his side? With charm? With coercion? With deception?
Leadership.
Ooh, leadership.
Yep, I'm inserting my influence as a leader.
Okay, go ahead and give me your leadership role. You hear sound tactics and you're just like, this is and an upgrade. Okay, I've got the upgrade in there for you.
All right, ready?
Yep.
Oh, ooh.
So you're deep in your drinking horn. You fill up your horn when one of the pairs of ladies brings a fresh barrel over. You pop the top and you start drinking, and then you start spouting some really great leadership rhetoric that everybody's just laughing at you because you've had a little too much to drink. But something in your words is definitely coming through with your 2 advantage and a big damn triumph. What are you using your big damn triumph for? As Jarl Sigurd, old Ironbrow, looks at you and just gives the nod and the 2-finger point of you. You have some points there. I don't know where you were going with that, but you have some points there.
Yeah.
You said a lot of things, and I only heard a few.
I think I will kind of use that suggestion for the triumph, in that Eric not necessarily faithful follower, but definitely has a kindred leadership respect.
Oh.
And I will use the advantage to affect additional targets. So if there's one of the other crew that's in the discussion, they also
So I will let you pick amongst your NPCs. Who are you wanting to get some sway with?
Let's see. Let's go with
Eric's listening to you back him up, and he's just like totally gives you the chest bump, and sends over a nice leg of some fresh meat to you that probably wasn't gonna make it. As he is definitely decides to he's keeping track of you because he has nothing but he likes the fact that you just don't want to slit throats and go make your way there. You want to actually fight smarter, not harder.
Yeah, I think Dora.
Dora.
Yeah. She seems, she respects Bjorn, or she's loyal to Bjorn, but has some respect for Eric. Add a little extra Eric side with my respect to me, who is working with him. We can swear.
And, needless to say, as long as you're consenting, she totally takes you with your drunken words to her bed that night.
Oh, hey, there we go.
And she's just like, I am interested in you. I want to bless you with my maiden.
Yikes.
As she kind of...
What you're talking about?
She kind of goes and drags you off to have some snoo.
All right, next.
It's okay. She may have just recently killed her husband. It's okay.
Oh, great.
It was like 6 weeks ago.
6 weeks ago.
She's practically over the mourning period. There's a reason why Vikings don't have a mourning period. Did you bury them or did you burn them? Okay, that's long enough. Who knew in a place where the bodies don't go
burned them,
back?
were they still alive, or?
Right. That's true.
We held a Viking funeral for him. He wasn't dead. He was by the end.
Anybody else taking sides or just sitting there?
Y'all just sitting, drinking, and eating, and having the occasional wench come by and sit in your lap?
Yep.
Yeah, it's too early to take sides.
Not my job to take sides. I'm here to do a good job. If I work hard, my bosses will notice me and make sure that I am well compensated for it.
Nice. As, they basically, the two of them are debating strategies, which, basically Bjorn is like, I want big guys, and the big guys jump off the boats with me. Small guys, you're our support. You sew the sails and keep the planks, from falling off the boat.
Define small.
Anyone under 6 foot.
Yeah, back then 6 foot was huge.
As the little
That's how
5
tall
foot,
I am.
As the little 5'4" Frankians you just met are like, oh my god.
Oh, they were really that small?
Yeah.
I think back then it was like 5'6", but yeah.
Okay, because I'm like 6'3".
I mean, think of how much malnutrition was going on.
Well, that's also like one reason why the Romans loved the Germans as guards.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
big guy.
They were like 6 inches taller.
6'3", dirty blonde hair, shaved on the sides with a ponytail down between, just around the breech of the shoulders.
And the last thing y'all saw that night was him being dragged off. And many people making laughs and patting their shoulders. He'll never walk the same.
Death by snoo.
And is anyone making any oaths or boasts or any words to the gods? Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Just back at the planning in the past or in the now?
Back in the flashback when you're at the
okay.
mead hall.
This is probably where I pissed Loki off.
And how did you do that?
So this is a Wayne's World little.
Yep, flashback.
I don't know. Considering he's more of a sneaky character, but he worships Thor over Loki, so I'm sure he said something stupid about Loki while he was drunk.
As one of the skulls starts talking jokes and telling stories of, Eric will use the wisdom of Loki, and Bjorn will use the strength of Thor, and totally you pop off with the Loki comments.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not Loki's fault. He's very effeminate, and as the mayor had to take one for the team.
Okay, yeah, okay. So my adopted father follows Bjorn. So yeah, okay, I can go with that.
And you literally hear this little debate going off. Bjorn is like totally making some intimidating threats, out there of how badass he is and will do. And the crowd is cheering to Bjorn's boasts of intimidation and threats. And then we get a slightly similar, but from a more, coercion leadership kind of boast from Eric of he was in charge, here's what I would do, and then immediately everybody's like, oh!
Wow.
As he rolls a triumph, and he basically is like, these that support me would know that we would come back not only with fresh wounds and scars and maidens and thralls, but we would come back with riches and a reputation that would live on for eternity in the halls of Valhalla. And of course, everybody's losing their shit, about the, rock star lifestyle of your raider party. And, Bjorn kind of looks at him like, you son of a bitch. I had a good speech, too. That was 3 successes and 3 advantage. And then you pull off a fucking triumph, motherfucker. So we now know where the rivalry kind of comes from, where one is being bullish and using intimidation, and the other one totally does that. I'm going to provide you wealth now and in the afterlife. In the halls of Odin or Freya, you will be wealthy beyond belief, for you have the wealth of legacy, as well as coins in your pocket, and armbands on yourselves, and gorges on your women's necks to show your wealth. Because of course that was a thing. The more money you had, the more necklaces you had to put on your wife. Thank you, Ibn, for recording that for posterity. As the cheerings go on, and with that triumph, your Jarl totally kind of pulls you aside, by the way, in the middle of the night when you're getting up to relieve yourself after snoo. And Hagen, he kind of pulls you aside and has some kind of looks back at the sleeping form of your friend and gives you something to drink while he talks to you and pulls his furs over to warm himself up and says, Hagen, my dearest one, I want to make sure that you don't forget yourself while you go a Viking. I want you to bring glory to your name as well as your people. I want you to bring riches to the city in whatever form you deem worthy of this place. And more importantly, I want you to bring honor to the gods and glory to the gods. For they will weep wealth upon us in this life and the next. And he kind of like puts his shoulder on there when you hand the drinking horn back to him, and he takes a long sip. He says, and if you happen to find a good place, Francia for us to make a settlement. I would not be saddened by this news.
Okay.
I've heard many good things about Francia with the land that does not freeze over the winter. That they say the fruit trees grow year round in Francia, not like in the land of the Britons. We were promised great things on my raids to the Britons, and their lands are just as cold as ours and grow grass, but not through the whole year.
Nice.
And remember, as a leader of our people, you must never be afraid to try to use different tactics. Sometimes, as the Danes do, using trade as a weapon, as well as your axe. But always keep your axe sharp, just in case.
Indeed.
Make sure to keep your friends close, so that if any foolishness breaks out among Eric or Bjorn, that he totally thumps you on the chest, that you could possibly come back at the prow of the boat as leader of these people, if you know what I mean.
Oh, I will keep my eyes on them. Do not.
Don't be afraid of leading your men. And don't be afraid of killing any Frankians you see. And he totally looks back in the little, shack you guys are using, and he says, that shield maiden is stirring. You best finish off this fight before you plan another one with the Franks. And he totally thumps you on the shoulder and hands you the drinking horn to finish off and bring into her. And he walks off laughing as he lights up his pipe. And then we get the woodla flashback as everybody is screaming cheers with the dead Franks to their gods of choice. As everybody's giving each other the look, one guy reaches down and just smears blood all over half his face from one of the Franks. Another one goes up and puts some bloody handprints on his shield. Some of the lesser experienced ones will totally reach down and, pick up the Frank short spears and kind of judge their weight. As you totally see, the shine in everyone's eyes at your first clear victory. More importantly, you see Leaf drops to his knees and he says, "Frere, you have kept me alive," as he reaches down to one of the dead Franks and literally just sticks his dagger into the guy's guts, sticks his hand in there and puts a bloody handprint on his right hand side of his face. "Frere, I will fertilize the land with the blood of these Franks." And he totally picks up one of their shields and one of their short spears and realizes he just upgraded himself from his little hand axe.
As that's going on, I nudge Bjork, nudge him over to his brother.
I'm gonna head over and
you see he's
take him into a hug. Brother!
And he hugs, and of course he can't pick you up because, he's a tiny mouse compared to you. As he says, I've tasted my first blood in battle. Look! And he points over and you see he overshanked this guy with his little hand axe. He just kept swinging at the guy's neck and trapped halfway through his chest into his freaking belly.
Righteous kill.
I felt the blood rush. I saw the blood fury. Father would be so proud. I've inherited the family's berserker abilities. And you totally can see he did not, but he's happy.
Yeah.
Got his first kill.
Father would be proud, sure.
These Frankish weapons are poor and cheap imitations of our own, but they will serve me well until I can get better.
And better you shall have.
And you guys totally see them have a chest bump moment. Bump.
Yeah, with that, I'm taking the long sword.
Oh, taking the nice long sword from under his corpse.
But yeah, much better than my Viking one. But I will give Dagon my Viking sword.
The hell would I need that for?
Oh, you
Right?
said you didn't have a melee weapon.
I got a spear.
Okay.
Can I grab the noble's bow and arrow that he never got to use?
That he never got to use. Okay, yep. There is a longbow ready and waiting to be used on somebody.
Yes, please, and thank you.
You got 20 arrows on the longbow.
New longbow, only dropped once.
You're like, hey, someone left this here.
So
Obviously, it was left behind by mistake.
Yeah.
And when you're looking at the noble for his bow, you see he does have a very large signet ring, as well as 2 other rings on his fingers.
Yeah.
Okay, I will. I will turn in the signet ring and one of the other rings for loot and pocket one of the rings.
Now, by pocket, are you saying you're taking it without anyone noticing?
Yes.
I like that.
Yeah.
I think there's a skullduggery roll coming up.
So give me a skullduggery. I'm giving you a blue dice. Everyone's cheering and taking body trophies and other, personal trophies and weapons, and men are checking the heft of the weapons. Women are just scoffing. One of our, Thora totally goes over and urinates on the face of one of the dead ones. Oh, look at that. Somebody's using an upgrade.
I mean, it's almost midnight.
I've got it there. For ya. Oh! Nobody sees nothing. As well as you find, if you want
that roll can't be correct.
Is your skullduggery that good? Oh no, I have 3 yellows in there that should not be there.
Oh.
It's because I was rolling their debate. And I left 3 yellows in there. Go ahead and try that again.
Oh.
Hey! You take 1 strain and you cleanly come away with nobody noticing as you totally rub your nose. And it's 1 point of strain from snot.
That's fair. And a little bit of guilt, but not much. I need the money, damn it.
Just a wee bit. As of course, there's this huge pile of, all the extra weapons nobody's claimed and shields and things. And, everybody's like, everybody load up! And all the people who didn't have stuff are picking up some stuff. As,
that was just a test roll. Make sure it all loaded fine.
That is a good roll for a sword. As immediately there is a debate going on. As everybody kind of takes a moment, you can totally roll a cool. Give me just a second to clear the pool.
I think you might be off on the damage for that by 1, Dave. Should be 6.
Nope. Superior adds 1 damage.
Huh.
Which Jim was missing. I told him earlier, but
I thought superior just added a blue. Same as
it adds a advantage and a 1 damage to a weapon. Adds a
soak to armor.
Adds a soak.
Yeah.
To armor. And reduces encumbrance.
Nice.
much better than the Viking inferior quality sword, which minuses 1 damage and adds a black, I think it was. So, thus I didn't use that. All right, so a cool. Yeah, I got.
Everyone
stuff to
can
get
make
rid
a cool. As everyone's calming down, and some wineskins pop out of nowhere, and it's not full of wine.
All right, so what's the argument? I go over to see what's going on between the two, I'm assuming.
Yep, and there's some, you can totally see the high school circle starting, you know, as there's a debate going on. The green is going to be for your leader Bjorn, and the negative dice are Eric, as they're having a little tete-a-tete of what the next step should be. As he's using his intimidation and the other is using tactics. Which is apparently clearly going, the blood rush is in everyone's ears.
Yeah.
As Bjorn is like, we have bloodied these Franks. We need to bloody that bell of those Christians. And you hear some coughing in the background. As he points his weapon off with some blood still dripping on it. And immediately everyone's full of the blood rush from the victories they've had, and they've all taken their cool rolls, and they're all cheering, yes, to the hilltop! As immediately your other leader is like, we should communicate with our colleagues on their ships? No, okay, we're running off to sack the little town. All right. And for one of those advantages, I will give each of you all next time 1 upgrade to the first roll of whatever you do. As you guys are greedily splitting up into 2 parties, two lines about 200 feet apart, and each leader is choosing to take 1. I'm assuming you guys are going with Eric.
That seems to be the path. Yeah, because I'm only 5'11".
I guess these idiots need some
scrawny.
protection.
As you guys have split up, and basically Bjorn is saying, I will give an armor ring of gold to the first one of you fools who gets the most heads in this village. And Eric's like, we need to keep one alive to talk to, make words. As, you hear people are just like, collect the heads! As all of a sudden some people start ritually chopping heads off down here at the beach, because damn triumphs, man, damn triumphs.
Yeah.
And some of the more reasonable party members are just like, whoa, some of y'all have been on that boat too long and not gotten laid.
Exactly.
And one of you guys, the sneakiest of you guys, give me a stealth roll as you're creeping up on the village, just so
I
we
think
know.
we know who it is.
Probably me.
Mm-hmm.
Probably, because, I don't think I
Hey!
have for squat.
On the plus side, Bjorn's group sounds like a herd of elephants tramping through the woods, chopping tree branches down with their axes, because they're berserkers.
Yeah.
One guy's chewing on a tree branch.
I got 2 green and a black.
Yeah, that would be a no.
And let me roll some
Chain
purple,
armor,
since apparently I didn't click
noise.
out of there. Let's see what we got. Do you want to re-roll or take that roll?
For which?
For the stealth roll that you did there.
I thought Dagon rolled already.
Dagon rolled,
Oh.
but there's no purple on it.
Oh,
Oh.
So that would be a failure
It
at
would
that
be
point.
a failure with 2 advantages, or does he want to re-roll?
I'll do the reroll.
Yeah.
What's the worst that could happen?
Hey! Your roll came
I
back.
get the exact same
Nice.
thing.
So 2 successes, 2 advantages. You guys are being super creepy and quiet as you're sneaking up, and you look through the bushes and you see this small line of people carrying their possessions trying to run to the church's area because there is a small little like 5-foot wood kind of semi-palisade fence. Not that you guys couldn't just hop over it. Now somebody give me a athletics roll. I want to see which one of the 2 groups gets there first. You did it quiet.
I think we know who that
You
is,
did
too.
it quiet. So yeah, let's go ahead and spend one of those since I'm out of them.
Well,
Yeah, we know who's doing that roll.
Mm-hmm.
not me.
I'm gonna drive you like a herd of horses.
Okay, roll when you're ready. Ho! So yes, even though you're going quietly, your group is going to be the first one to get there. And of course, you guys do have signaling horn amongst the group, whoever's deciding to carry the horn, that you can just give, 1 long blow to attack or 3 quick blows, to give some basic commands to your teams. As you guys, totally the whole group of you open the bushes and look, and you see these French peasants grabbing their belongings, chickens, food, bags of wine, running to the church for shelter. You see a couple of monks guiding people. You see a pair of guys in that hard metal armor again, taking orders from someone. This person's got a large book, and he's literally taking notes in the book while barking orders. He definitely seems to be the in-charge kind of guy. And let me double check. Oh yeah, he's got no weapons whatsoever. How dare these warriors take orders from someone with no weapons whatsoever? He's only got tuck skills.
It's because those prissy royal people over here. So yes, anybody like him or their priesty, whatever they call them, people, one of those we need to subdue.
And you do notice there's apparently, it must be like they're the French foresters. You see 2 guys with attack dogs on collars. They're holding on to the leads, and the dogs are like barking at everybody, so they're pulling the dogs off. Those could be a problem for anybody sneaky. So we've got a pair of knights, probably some warriors inside the church. You're thinking, the usual spear and magic helmet types. 2 knights that are talking to the important looking guy that you see through the bushes. And that's a good time to wrap it up there.
Sweet.
Hell yeah.
Good job. Nice tag team.
Go
there,
team.
Shark.
Hell yeah.
I got 3.
No, you guys did good. It was a fun tag team against the crab.
Yeah. Little did he know disarming me was the worst move he could make. Now I'm going to put all of my physical effort into making you making your life as unpleasant as possible.
All right.
And I have a question for Bjork. Are you having your brother with you or on the other team?
My brother's obviously with me. I would never let him go with someone else.
Okay, you're making sure he's in group with you, safely from behind. You wouldn't want some French crossbow taking him, on the other team.
Not that it ever could.
Not with your blood running through his veins.
Sweet. And the magic question is...
I will give you 20 XP because not only did you support the team, which means you picked a team, and you clearly took some tactical advantage here and assassinated that noble before he could do any of his talky talk shit to help support the troops.
All right.
And that poor French knight just got flat out fucking embarrassed.
Yeah, he got hammered.
That poor bastard.
You should have known better.
That's what he gets for being French.
Yeah.
True. That is, in fact, the fate that all French people share. Getting beat on by a large Norseman with a shield.
And this is where a historic smart king says, "Hey, you assholes, instead of raiding me, would you like some property at the border?"
Yeah.
Yep.
We have a border where there's German guys, and you're practically those guys, right?
Except for the fact that the nobles were so inbred at that time.
And obviously
no
we need
such
to
thing as a smart king during that period.
True. Well, it's the nobles that made the call, not the king. They're just like, we can't afford a freestanding army. Let's find those guys bigger horses than normal. If we give them land and horses and women, we might be able to have a nice buffer nation between us.
Yep, we'll take it.
And then a couple centuries later, those Normans are going to go over to England because they were promised, territory.
Yeah.
Alright, time to go see what I upgrade here now.
20 points is a lot to spend.
I know. It's like...
And that's a great
Now
place
you're
to
going to have
wrap
to
it up there.
define your character, with what talents you buy.
Well,
I did skills, but...
Yeah, that's just it, because I didn't have a whole lot left after the base, so... It's like skills, because I still need to bring some skills up.
Yeah.
Or do I do talents?
I also forgot to spend my experience for betraying Balder.
Oh, no!
Yeah, it's like, well, why did I do that? So I've got that I have to...
Immediately you remind the group that you did that, and with some bad poetry while walking through the bushes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Uh-oh, I screwed something up. Hold on.
The tree is green, the color I done seen.
There we go.
All right, well, I can think about that later. It is 3 a.m.
Oof.
Yep. Alright.
Adios.
You guys have a
Good
good
night,
one.
Folks.
All right, have a good night, guys.
Night.
Job. Bye.
Thank you for joining us on Ragnarok and Roll, where the world of Midgard comes alive through the Genesys RPG. If you enjoyed today's tale, don't forget to rate and review and subscribe wherever you get your favorite podcasts. Want to become a part of the saga? Follow us on patreon.com/cppn and support us for exclusive content, early access, and behind-the-scenes stories for our various RPGs. Until next time, may the gods watch over your journey. May your blade stay sharp and your saga echo throughout eternity.